Hello, welcome to this video. My name is Dorika. I am Soul Remembrance Activator who support you in expanding your receiving capacity through identity recalibration. In this video, we are going to dive into the fear-based masculine energetics versus expansion-based masculine energetics and how these energetics of masculine interact with feminine energetics to completely change how you experience safety, how you experience your receiving pleasure and expansion. Recently, as I reflect and review my life personally, I start noticing a pattern. Similar situations are appearing in my life, similar to a past situation. And yet, I'm making a different choice. This observation of my own soul evolution inspired this video. What actually changes when I look back into my past and now through observer's lens is that the relationship between the inner masculine and feminine have evolved from fear-based identity and into expansion-based identity. So, in this video, I invite you to stay open and allow this transmission to land into your awareness, into your field of energy, into your body in the way that it will meet you where you are in your life right now. Let's start with fear-based masculine energy. What is fear-based masculine energy? How it shows up in life? How it feels like? So every one of us have an inner masculine and inner feminine, regardless of your gender. Whether you are a man or woman, we all have this inner masculine and inner feminine. Fear-based masculine lives in control, protection, and avoidance. It believes life is something you must defend against. Emotionally, fear-based masculine energetics feels like fear, anxiety, guilt, shame. There's a constant sense of I shouldn't feel this, I shouldn't do this, I shouldn't act like this, but still you act. Still, you choose something that is not aligned from fear. And the masculine here, fear-based masculine here, believes that life is something you need to manage carefully. Otherwise, if you don't manage it carefully, something bad will happen. So, in order to prevent something bad happen, fear-based masculine here manage life through self-imposed rules. And these rules doesn't support you. These rules are not structured. These rules are rules that restrict your movement, that restrict your aliveness, that leads into more self-abandonment. What are rules? Such as no sugars allowed. Don't cross this age. Don't come close here. Stay within what is known. Can you reflect right now in your life? Are there self-imposed rules? The sound of it is very clear, very strict. It's like a stern, strict father. The masculine here, fear-based masculine, believe restriction equals safety. The masculine here is trying to keep you safe through restricting your freedom, through restricting your movement. In the body, this often feels like tight shoulders, a constant sense of holding tight. There's an underlying tension. There's a tension here. Like you're always constantly preparing for something to go wrong, even things are going well. Things are good. But yet, there's this part of you preparing just in case something bad happens. So this is the fear-based masculine identity operating in life. So with this fear-based masculine identity, which is self-imposed rules to restrict your movement, to control you in the name of keeping you safe, I'm protecting you. That's why I'm controlling you. Now, we're going to look into how would the feminine feel in this dynamics. So, when fear-based masculine identity operates your life, your feminine here feels unseen, feels restricted, feels judged, unimportant. Your desire brings guilt. Your cravings bring shame. Your pleasure feel risky. So emotionally, there is this tightening, this constriction in the chest and your belly. Energy is tightened. Energy is restricted. Body is tense. And the masculine here feel exhausted, constantly having to control. Can you feel that? Your family here is like that inner child, saying, this is what I would love. This is where I want to go. This is what I want. And the message saying, don't go there. Stay here. There is danger. Here is safe. No sugars allowed. Okay with what you have. And it makes your desire feel wrong. It makes your craving feel that it is shame. Because you are being judged. And your pleasure, your desire, your pleasure is not safe. It's that cautiousness that when the masculine not look, I go. The sneakiness. And the masculine here exhausted too, to keep controlling, to keep managing your life. To a certain extent, your relationship with masculine is determined or influenced by your relationship with your father. Because the first masculine energy from young that you interacted since birth is your father. So in this dynamic of fear-based energetics of masculine and feminine, how such dynamics where the masculine, fear-based masculine is keeping you safe through control, giving self-imposed rules, and your feminine feels unseen, feels small, feels fearful. In this dynamic, receiving doesn't feel safe in the body. Even when abundance is present, even when pleasure is available, there's hesitation. Can I really have it? Can I really safe to enjoy such pleasure? There is this hesitation. There is this subtle closing. Your nervous system stays alert. Even you are enjoying, you are always on the lookout, just in case. Thoughts like, do I deserve this? Can I really have this? Is it safe to enjoy this? Even you are in that moment of enjoying, having, receiving, but your nervous system always stays alert. Vigilance, cautiousness, just in case. So can you feel in here, your energy is not fully here, present. There's always a part of you is on the lookout. The feminine cannot fully open. Because opening totally, which means totally in this moment without cautiousness, without vigilance, without the keep on the lookout, feels danger, feels risky. Pleasure feels dangerous here. Support feels conditional here. Abundance feels like it could be taken away. So your system is always on this vigilance system. The system keeps small in the name of safety. There is a sense of separation. You are safe in this circle. You stay here. If you get out of this circle, you are not safe. You are in danger. So don't go out of this circle. Don't cross this edge. Can you feel in this fear-based energetic dynamics? You are being caged. It's very rigid here. And even you want to go out to explore the outside this circle, there's always this pressure. Keep suppressing you. Stay the same. Limit your expansion. Keep you from getting out of this perceived safe zone. And to survive, to stay safe in this perceived safe zone, in this circle, you develop defense mechanism. The mechanism can be avoidance. Avoid coming close to the edge of your circle, to the edge of your expansion. And every time you are just so near there, 1 mm close to this edge, that pressure, that tension shows up in your nervous system, in your energy system, to restrict you from going further. This is victim consciousness. Not because you are powerless, you are powerful, but because fear is running the inner relationship. Because fear-based masculine is trying to keep you safe in the name of protection through control and over management. So, this is the dynamics of fear-based masculine and fear-based feminine, and how these dynamics limit your receiving. Now we're going to shift into the expansion-based energetics. Expansion-based masculine energy feels very different in the body, different from fear-based masculine. Expansion-based masculine is not about avoidance, it's about discernment. Instead of fear, there is clarity. Instead of control, there is trust. The expansion-based masculine is grounded. In your body, it feels like your spine naturally straightens, your chest opens wide, your breath deepens without effort. There is less urgency here. There's no pressure here. In expansion-based identity, the feminine here feels safe to open. There's no urgency. It's very grounded. The feminine here feels emotionally safe, so she feels safe to open fully. No vigilance. No cautiousness. No just in case. Her sensations are welcomed by the masculine. Her desires are not judged by the masculine. Her pleasure is allowed to flow. And the masculine doesn't shame her pleasure, doesn't shame her desire. Can you feel in this dynamics where your masculine is present, is grounded, and your feminine feels safe to open? No judgment, no criticism, no control, no vigilance. All the energy, power that once was in managing, that once was in defense mechanism, in keeping the lookout, like come back now. It is safe. We don't need to keep lookout now. There is no separation. We don't need to keep that lookout anymore. So your belly in the body, you relaxes, the belly relaxes. Sensation is allowed to move. Pleasure is invited, is allowed. And this is true discernment, true conscious allowing, not indulgence, just choice, without guilt, without shame. Energy here flow instead of tightens. Can you feel there is no more control here, restriction here, and the energy can flow. There is no separation, there is connectedness. So how such expansion-based masculine and feminine dynamics support, expand your receiving? This is when receiving naturally expands. This is where receiving becomes embodied. When the feminine feels safe, she opens. She allows to be held by the masculine. And the masculine is not in controlling or managing. The masculine is simply just staying present, not controlling, not disappearing. Just like the riverbank. Your riverbank holds the river flow. The riverbank is that masculine. The river flow is the feminine. The riverbank holds the river, and the river flows freely. The riverbank doesn't control the river flow. It just exists to hold the river flow. So here, receiving no longer feels risky. It feels normal. Inside this circle, you are safe. Outside this circle, you are still safe. So if you are safe here in the circle, and you are also safe outside this circle, nothing to defend, nothing to control, no need to keep the lookout. Receiving is no longer feel risky. Outside of this circle is no longer dangerous, but still safe. So receiving here feels normal. Support feels available. Pleasure feels allowed. Abundance feels natural. The edges of that circle that once felt dangerous now feels like the next level of expansion. It feels safe to get out of this circle. And even out of this circle, you know you are still safe. So life is no longer something that limits you here. Life is something that holds you as you expand. You are no longer a victim of life. You are a partner with life. Can you feel the difference? See, in expansion, you are safe in this circle. You are also safe outside this circle. There is no pressure here, no defense mechanism here, no separation here, pure connectedness, pure freedom, pure choice. You are allowed to move and flow freely. And this is freedom consciousness. Expansion-based masculine is not here to control you. It's not here to limit you in keeping you safe. The masculine here in expansion is simply having the capacity to hold you, not through control, but through presence. That in the face of pressure that you face, that you encounter, that you are coming close to the edge of your circle, your masculine is not doing anything to keep you safe. Your masculine is not restricting your expansion, your openness, but your masculine is simply present with you as you cross this pressure threshold. Here, expansion-based masculine is not concerned about safety because you are safe. It is more about having the capacity, the presence to stay with you and hold you as you expand again and again. So, the fear-based masculine and feminine energetics, that is the victim consciousness, how they interact in this victim consciousness is control, restriction. Feminine feel unseen, feel small. And in this expansion-based dynamics, as masculine is present, holding. Feminine is flowing. Feminine feel seen, feel safe emotionally to open. Masculine is not controlling. It's simply just staying. It's just holding, having the capacity. And so can you see from this place, pain and pleasure are not enemies. They are just emotional signals. Pain often comes from resisting emotion, energy stagnant. Pleasure comes from allowing emotion, movement, freedom. Both pain and pleasure are just invitations, signals for you to feel, not a problem to fix. Pain in fear-based identity is simply energy that is stuck. Stuck means energy that want to move but not allowed to. This is like the frog living in the well. The world looks small because safety here in the fear base has been defined as don't move. And in the expansion base, it's not about safety. It's not about don't move. It's about move where you want. I'm always here with you. You are safe to go where you want. And here is the truth to remember now. You are already living in the field of expansion, the field of abundance. It's just like gravity. You don't constantly remind yourself that gravity exists. I mean, you are watching this video grounded, seated or lie down or standing, but basically you are not floating in the air, right? So, you just know gravity exists, you trust it, you are held by it. In the same way, you are always held by the field of expansion, which is also the field of abundance. Whether you perceive yourself as victim of life or partner with life. This field is always here. This field of abundance, this field of expansion is always here, holding you as you expand, as you evolve. What changes is your identity and your inner relationship of your masculine and feminine that you live from. Same situation, different relationship with your masculine, different identity. And this identity determines, influence how you think, how you choose, how you receive, how life responds to you based on your identity. Fear-based masculine identity lives in fear, guilt, control. Expansion-based masculine identity lives in trust, allowance, and openness. Fear-based identity says, stay safe in the known, limiting your expansion in the name of protection through control. Expansion-based identity asks you to navigate the unknown, knowing you are already safe. And this identity, this relationship with your masculine is what shapes life, how life responds to you. So I'm going to give you an example so that you can anchoring this in, not just a concept, but something that you can embody and integrate into your life. Let's say it's in love relationship. So imagine this situation. You are interested in someone. There is chemistry. And then the person goes quiet. No message, no invitation. Your fear-based identity, in that pause, in that silence, no message, no news, you are interested. Doubts come up. Did I say something wrong? Anxiety start to build. Is the person seeing someone else? The mind begin to question. Is the person not interested anymore? And you start managing the connection. Sending a message. Hi, how are you? Checking your phone. Did the person message you? Did the person reply to you? And you keep initiating conversation to keep it alive, to keep the connection, so the connection doesn't disappear. The masculine energy here is in survival. Your masculine. Inside you, here is survival, trying to make something happen, trying to secure the connection, trying not to lose the connection. Now, same situation for your expansion-based identity. Same situation, same silence, no message, no news. But this time, your expansion-based masculine handle it differently. You doesn't rush to fix the silence. You doesn't rush to close the gap. You doesn't force movement. You doesn't try to do something to stay in the connection, to keep the connection, to try not to lose the connection, to try to make the person stay interested. Your expansion-based masculine trust in yourself. And you trust that the person is capable of reaching out. The man is capable of reaching out. So, you go through your life like any other day. You are relaxed. You are not forcing anything. You are not controlling anything. You are not proving yourself. And can you feel same situation, different identity, different life experience? One is you keep trying to make it happen. One is relax and trust it will happen when it's aligned. Your energy, your focus, your attention is not on someone else managing someone else's perception, feelings, but you are simply grounded in yourself, staying with yourself, and stay relaxed. From a fear-based inner masculine, life often mirrors uncertainty, mixed signals, inconsistency. From expansion-based inner masculine, life mirrors clarity. Either he steps forward or life makes space for someone who can. Love doesn't mirror what you want. It mirrors how safe you feel to receive love. Can you feel the difference between opening with tension and opening with trust? Which one is truly, fully open energetically? So before we close, I want to leave you with this reflection to help this land in your body. Take a moment to reflect, to wonder, what would it feel in your body when I stop managing life and start partnering with life, allowing life to meet me? Let me repeat. What would it feel in the body when I stop managing life and start partnering with life, allowing life to meet me? Second, who are you being when you don't manage life? And who are you being when you partner with life? How you will talk, how you will walk, what would be your focus? What would be your standards? What would you stop tolerating? So, remember, life doesn't respond to what you want. Life responds to who you are being, your identity. Remember, safety is not created by control. It is remembered through presence. Remember, expansion is not just about getting more. It's about having the capacity to hold more without tightening. Remember, your inner masculine exists because you exist. Not to limit you, but to hold you as you expand. Thank you for your time and energy in this video. Thank you for being here with me in this transmission. And when you are ready and you choose to recalibrate your identity to your next level of self-love and abundance, I invite you to explore my different experiences with me at my website, thedoricaexperience.com. With this, thank you, and I look forward to connect with you again in my next video. Bye bye!